Hello everyone, John Gemini here to give you my video game critique of Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. If this is a game, a free app game, that is very fun for me. At least it was very fun for me. And I hope that you too will enjoy it. But let's get into it now. And by the way, I'm only showing you this loading screen just for dramatic suspense. Yep, just waiting for it. Now the first thing that usually pops up when you play the game is the newsfeed, telling you about certain events, special people that you can summon, or just basically when they're about to take down the site just to improve on it for a little bit. Yep. Here we have the main, home page, I guess you can say. It's literally called home, right there. And right next to it is my team, where you can set up your team, summon. I think that's obvious enough to explain. And then shop, where you can actually buy other things other than gems, so don't be fooled by that. And then the menu, which basically just brings you back to the screen I just showed you earlier. Here is the friends, Shenron, basically a person, if you don't know Dragon Ball Z, he's a dragon that grants wishes, and usually gives you more stones to summon, or just items in general, or just to improve your characters in general. Right above them is the World Tournament, where you can fight multiplayer, but it's not open at the moment, so you can't fight other people online, which kind of sucks, because I like wrecking people with my characters here. And here we have missions where you can play on the story, where if you do certain things, like beat a certain mission, you get items, you get stones, basically to do more summoning, or items just to help you continue on with the fight. There's the newsfeed again, and here's the quest line, basically the main storyline, and here's where the events are again. Up here you can see my rank. Everyone starts out at 1 when they first start. You may not see it well, but right up there is my name in white, called Fort, F-O-R-T-E, and then underneath that is how many experience points until I rank up again, and my stamina usage. Right above there is my money. Money is very important, especially when training your characters to get them stronger, or just awaken them to get them even stronger. And underneath that is gems, which are used to summon. And underneath that is a timer that tells you when my stamina will get 1 point at each time. Let's get into the fighting. The one thing I really do appreciate about this game is its music choice and animation. I mean, yes, I mean for a free app game, it's very, very, how do I say this? It's very physical. You can actually, it follows your finger every time you click on something. Here, I'll show you something more. It explains the game's rules right away for you. I'll just choose a random person to help me out in the battle. And here we have my team setup. Basically the people you saw earlier on the homepage. Except with one new person, my friend. And here below are the items I'm using. Now these two can help me with my health, and these two help me with my battle attack and defense. Let's begin. Again, for suspense. Dramatic suspense. This is what this loading screen is for. Sorry about my bad English. Right now, I'm having trouble just holding this a little bit, making me a little bit lightheaded. Here we have the story. It's not voice acted, which kind of makes me upset because I kind of like some of the voices on the English dub, but at the same time, it's like a mixed blessing. It makes me up to imagine it. Here is one of my greatest pet peeves about the game. You see how you can only attack with 3 people in a line? And this person has 4 on top here. Those are the enemies that attack you. You can only attack with 3 at a time. This is what makes me a little bit upset about the game, that I wish they could improve on. That you can attack with your full team, like in Puzzles and Dragons. But I guess they had to make a way to stabilize the game before you destroy everyone every turn, so it's somewhat understandable, I guess. And here is the map. Basically, these balls down here tell you how far you can move. Let's see, and that's a mystery orb. Basically, it can tell you if it's going to be something random. Key, that's actually very helpful, especially in fights. Allows you to do super attacks, which can do immense amount of damage, or add effects to the enemy. It's very interactive. Yeah, I got monies. Who doesn't like monies in any game? See that one power up right there next there? That gives me more key to make sure I get closer to a super attack. Dang, that's a lot. That's a training item. There's also item, they're blue, and then there's awakened medals, which are purple, but there don't seem to be any on this map at the moment. It's random every time, like certain items are hidden every time you play it, no matter on different levels. Here we have our fighter. Here you can see that he's a strength type. I know you can't see well because, again, I'm sorry because I'm holding it using my phone to record this. But here, this tells you what type advantages and disadvantages. Underneath here, I have my blue guy first, which is super effective against that guy. And if everyone knows Pokemon, which I hope you do anyways, because that's another good game, water defeats fire, or in this case, speed defeats strength. Although I don't know how that works, but it's just typing advantage. And see these guys right here too? I can move them out anytime I want. As long as I don't click on it. Like, let's say this, I do this. I can't move him now. He's stuck like that. But I can still move these two around at any time I want. And see this is called a skill link. If they have a certain connection, it says skill link, which are very useful, again, in battle. And you want to collect the orbs that are the same of their color, like orange here. It gives them extra attack, and you want to avoid using the opposite, like if I was using a physical attacker like right here. That would be unwise to use against this guy because it won't do as much damage as you would hope it would, even with a super attack. Now this guy, this is another thing I love, the animation. When you do a super attack, look at that. Show some unique scene, and then the attack itself. And he is out of there! I don't think he's knocked out, to be honest, folks. I think he's more than that. And here it tells you the end battle results fighting the boss battle. This is how much XP it is after you defeat the guy, but since my guys are all maxed out, you can't really see a difference. And that's the end of the boss battle, the end of the stage. I win! Basically, the story continues on. I don't want to spoil too much, but this is the first level, so... And here it basically explains you get the key spheres, you want to get the type, your character type. And it's cleared! Yeah, I love this music still. I sometimes just turn it off because I hear it too many times, because who doesn't like to keep winning a lot? I know it sounds egotistical, but when you have a team of maxed players, it's easy. And that's the game of Dragon Ball Dokkan. Yeah, there's certain things that I wish they were cool, like I said about the more than three characters fighting at the same time, but they have to find a way to stabilize it all, I mean. And I wish sometimes they also added a trading thing, but then I can also see how people would not feel special if they summon a very rare card or character on the whim, rather than just trading it over from another. Like, on my phone, for instance, I have this game, and if there was a trading thing, a fact, or at least a system, I would trade my good characters from my phone, because I didn't put as much time on this one as I did on this one. But other than that, I love the game itself. The music can be fun, the characters in the story mode are very jolly, you get to face everyone from the entire Dragon Ball Z universe, movies and all, and I'm happy to say that it is very challenging too, even with all these mixed characters. I cannot beat some of the Dokkan events. I swear to you, I can't. It's just very annoying to me. Because I wish to evolve this guy further, but that's another tale for now. Thank you everyone for listening to my video game critique. This is John Giovanetti signing out, and I hope you all have a fun time if you ever do play this game.